means you didn't have to force her to stay in hospital, Chris. That's got to be worth something.
I suppose so. There was something horribly final about hearing her saying that she was mentally ill.
Yeah, but you knew that, Chris.
Yeah. Some part of me was still hoping that she'd turn round and say that she had been messing about with drugs. Something. You're not even that interested anymore, are you?
Oh, no, Chris, I am interested. It's just, we've been talking about it all weekend, and I have got this paperwork to do on the landfill.
I don't like seeing her in that hospital.
My dog's sick.
I'm sorry. Who's looking after him for you?
I am.
Oh.
Will you have a look at him for me? 'Cause you're a vet, aren't you? Didn't you say that you're a vet?
Yeah. Yes. Where is he?
He's here. Will you have a look?
What's his name?
Fido.
Hello then, Fido. What's the matter with you then?
Do you normally talk to the back end?
No, I'm sorry.
You thought I lost it, didn't you? You really thought that I was seeing things? Come on, you've got to have a laugh.
Have you got a moment?
Yep.
Well, I've been reading the leaflet you gave me about the drugs that I'm on.
Oh, yes.
And I was wondering how soon I could come off them because I'm not having the delusions anymore.
That's because you're on the drugs, love. I don't think the doctor will be very happy about taking you off them just yet, just in case it all starts up again.
But I'll have to come off them sometime, won't I?
Yes, I expect so, one day.
So how will you know when to take me off them?
You better ask the doctor when he comes round.
Can I just ask you one more thing?
Yes.
Do you have any other drugs that don't block as many neurotransmitters?
That's something else you need to discuss with Mr. Carradus.
And when will he be round again?
Probably the middle of the week.
I need to see him before that. There's a lot of other things that I would like to discuss.
I'll tell him, Zoe. Maybe he can look in tomorrow.
Thank you. I would be very grateful.
How are you?
Better. I've been trying to find out about the drugs that I'm on.
Is that wise?
Well, it would be good to know if this twitchiness I feel is something to do with them.
Yeah, but if you can't stop taking the drugs.
I can if they're making me worse.
I think for the moment it's probably better to go with what the doctors say.
I'm not saying I'm not going to. All I want is to understand what they're giving to me and how they work.
But isn't it enough that they do work?
Oh, for goodness sake, Chris, I'm not a child. I do have a right to know what they are putting into my body.
They?
What's the matter? Am I acting peculiar again?
No.
No.
All the time. I'm wondering, is this normal? Is this how I would have behaved before? And then I think, was there ever a before?
Of course there was a before.
No, you don't understand. If you stop being sure that what you're doing is normal...
You weren't doing anything strange. It was us. We thought you were going to ditch the drugs and try and sort this on your own.
So you want an instant centrepiece? Well, what about some sort of sculpture?
Please, there's nothing in the kitty.
Well, I bet my Uncle Zat's got some heap of junk under all that stuff he keeps.
You know, that's not a bad idea. If we were to find some old rustic piece of machinery, a genuine farm artifact.
This is meant to be village in bloom, not some scrapyard or modern art sensation.
Well, so trail some creepers over it. Milk churns with, I don't know, geraniums.
Getting dangerously close to Trisha's pots.
Can't see why we want a centrepiece. I think the village is very pretty as it is.
I've been trying to piece together what happened the night the church caught fire.
It's okay, it doesn't matter.
No, I want to know.
How much do you remember?
I remember the candles. Lots of them. Beautiful candlelight.
You lit the candles.
I didn't... start the fire deliberately. You know that, don't you?
Of course. It was an accident. You were very engrossed in the Bible.
I think... Was I tearing the pages out? That's what they were telling me God wanted. The voices. It's all right, it's all right. I know that can't be right, but at the time, it seemed absolutely real.
It must have been very frightening.
It was like being in the middle of a nightmare. Only a nightmare ends when you wake up, and I knew I was awake. So how can you wake up when you're already awake?
It seems to me you have woken up.
Have I?
I think so.
I hope I can stay awake. I'm going to. I've got to. I'm not gonna... This is never gonna happen to me again.